Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Coach Cheryl Reeve, the top boss for both the Minnesota Lynx and Team USA, just shut down reporters who tried to ask about Caitlin Clark. No official announcement has been made by USA Basketball, she said. So it would be premature for me to have any conversations about any player or anything. That statement came right after Clark, the fiery Indiana Fever rookie, led her team to a surprise win over Reeve's Lynx. Talk about adding fuel to the fire. Fans are in a frenzy trying to figure out why Reeve wouldn't address questions about Clark, who has been lighting up the league all season. Indiana hasn't exactly built a reputation for elite defense, but this win? Just another feather in Clark's cap. Now, everyone's asking the same question: what's really going on here? The John R. Wooden Women's Player of the Year Award, presented by Principal and awarded by the Los Angeles Athletic Club, has been announced. And this year's winner, though it will shock no one, is Iowa's own Caitlin Clark. She had a record-shattering season. She broke the all-time D1 scoring record, set a new benchmark for three-pointers, and came within one win of delivering Iowa its first national championship. And that's just scratching the surface. From the very start, Clark played like she had fire in her veins. Every time she touched the ball, the crowd buzzed with energy. By the final period, it was like someone flipped a switch. Clark was locked in. She was nailing clutch shots, setting up her teammates, and doing everything a top-tier baller should do. Her stat sheet? Lit up. Points, assists, rebounds, the full package. It's no wonder she's already considered one of the top dogs in the WNBA. And let's be honest, this performance felt like a clear message to Reeve. Remember me? The one you snubbed from Team USA? Well, this was televised payback for the whole world to see. Minnesota, a team known for its signature lockdown defense, looked like they'd misplaced the playbook last night. Clark blew right past them, and the Lynx offense? Couldn't buy a bucket. They looked like they were stuck in slow motion, missing shots they usually make. You could feel the tension rising with every missed opportunity as the game slipped away. Even though the Lynx held a lead late into the fourth quarter, Indiana nailed a couple of threes from way beyond the arc, stealing the momentum. The Lynx just couldn't answer back. Everything fell apart. It was a brutal night for Minnesota. Nothing, and I mean nothing, seemed to go their way. Caitlin Clark looked like she needed a Snickers bar out there, but make no mistake, she was all business. I think the biggest thing is, it's really, really special. And I don't think it's going to set in for me for quite some time. Her hands were trembling, maybe she skipped breakfast or something. But the real wild story was the crowd. You always know when the Fever have a home game, because downtown Indy gets flooded with number 22 jerseys. Player of the Year. Number 22. Caitlin Clark. Even though she wasn't playing on her home turf, tons of fans came out to cheer her on. Every time she made a move, the crowd erupted. It felt like the roof might blow off the arena. Who are you here to see tonight? Caitlin Clark. Yeah, I asked the tough questions. More than 20,000 fans packed into T-Mobile Arena on Tuesday. Most of them Iowa Hawkeye or Indiana Fever fans. At times, it felt more like a pep rally than a road game. And that kind of energy? It fuels players. It definitely fueled Clark. The Minnesota crowd buzzed with nervous energy, their cheers echoing off the rafters as the Lynx fought point for point. Even the most die-hard Lynx fans, dressed head to toe in team gear, couldn't help but be impressed by Clark's dominance. Oh, you came from Canada? Saskatoon? Canada? That's a long walk. We drove 23 hours. Whoa, let me guess. Caitlin Clark? By the final buzzer, she had earned the begrudging respect of the entire arena. When Clark faced reporters after the game, a hush fell over the room. Her usual swagger was gone, replaced by a solemn expression. The weight of the game, despite the win, was heavy on her shoulders. She fumbled for words. It was clear this game meant something. And the moment? It hit her hard. Meanwhile, Reeve's demeanor during the post-game press conference was noticeably reserved. When asked about Clark, her responses were terse and evasive. It felt like she was avoiding giving Clark any spotlight, rather than acknowledge Clark's stellar performance. Reeve redirected the conversation to her own team's breakdowns. She critiqued defensive lapses and offensive struggles, but never mentioned the name Caitlin Clark. And that silence? It spoke volumes. Reeve's usual confidence? Gone. The loss didn't just sting her team. It clearly hit her on a personal level. You could almost hear the air escape from her confidence. This wasn't the same Reeve who had walked in talking a big game. Now, her shoulders were slumped. Her voice barely a whisper. A nervous twitch in her hand betrayed the pressure she was under. Maybe those pre-game comments meant to motivate Clark. Backfired. Big time. We've all been swept up in the heat of the moment. But for Reeve, this game felt like a boiling pot of frustration. Reminded me of the time my mom overreacted about my 4th grade report card. But here's the thing, Reeve isn't just a coach. She's Team USA's coach. Her words and actions carry serious weight. And when she appeared to downplay Clark's brilliance, it left many questioning how she views rising stars. Team USA is supposed to unite the best of the best. And Reeve's job is to identify and nurture elite talent, regardless of personal bias. This situation raises big questions. Can Reeve juggle her duties with the Lynx and her responsibilities to the national team? Can she put team loyalties aside to recognize greatness when it's right in front of her? Clark's white-hot rookie season just turned blazing after her standout performance at the All-Star game. And her absence from the Team USA roster only adds more fuel to the fire. This game wasn't just a win. It was a statement. Clark didn't just score. She orchestrated. She picked apart the defense, shifted momentum, set the pace. She's forcing the entire league to rethink their game plans. Forget rookie jitters, Clark has arrived. And her impact? Unstoppable. She's not just tallying up points. She's filling arenas. She's bringing eyes to the screen. She's a showstopper every time she hits the floor. Just look at that last game against the Lynx. The crowd was electric. Every dribble. Every shot. The place roared. Clark's star is skyrocketing. And the WNBA is smart to ride the wave. She's drawing in new fans. People who never watched the league before, but tuned in because they heard the hype. And it's real. Teammates rave about her. Opponents dread playing her. Coaches can't stop game planning for her. Some say her dominance is rattling other coaches. Maybe even Reeve, who still avoids saying her name. It's the classic burn of competitive fire. When the heat's on, not everyone stays cool. Social media? Exploding. Forget a field day. It's a full-blown victory parade for Caitlin Clark. Clips of her game-winning moments are everywhere. Fans are praising her non-stop. Some are even calling out Reeve, accusing her of poor sportsmanship and failing to give Clark her due. But it's not just fans. Analysts are weighing in too. They say this moment reveals something deeper about the WNBA.